Coming to you live from Nostalgic Books and Comics in San Diego, California. This is the Multiverse Comic Show. And now, here is your host, Pete Molini.
There we are.
What is going on, Pete? We are live on the air. We are live on Facebook.
On Facebook.
We're live on Twitch on our leftover here.
There we are.
We are rocking and rolling. It's time to talk some comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Like you told me in the preamble, this is a fifth week. This is the dread of all comic book fans when there are 5 Wednesdays in a month.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of studios don't plan for that. We get an annual here and there, but it's mostly like leftovers. Stuff that they forgot to put out.
Stuff
that's late, you know.
The late books. You put the late books out in that fifth week.
Yeah, and then you put like weird stuff out, which we're gonna get to later.
We're gonna get to some weird stuff talking about today. Good Lord.
Yeah. So I have a lot of notes on the DC Universe app.
Yeah, because that's what happened earlier today.
Yeah.
DC went on. They had a whole live streaming show about their new app. We've talked about that here several times on the Multiverse show.
And we'll get to that right now, but I have a couple other stories I want to get to first. So here's Here's a big one, at least for me. I thought it was kind of cool. Have you heard that Matt Smith is joining episode 9?
What? Matt Smith?
Yeah.
The 11th Doctor
is gonna be
Matthew Smith.
Is gonna be in a Star Wars.
he's gonna get himself a Star Wars. What in the world, Matt Smith? Okay, well, good for him. I felt like he'd been kind of like struggling since leaving the Who.
Yeah, he was
a few things here and there.
That Crown show.
The Crown,
and then he was little movies here and there.
Terminator Genesis.
Yeah,
he played Skynet.
But yeah, he's gonna be in Star Wars, and that's all we know. We don't know.
Yeah, of course. As it is with a lot of the Star Wars stuff, it's very secretive.
But everyone is like fan casting these to be Thrawn.
You know what? That would be kind of cool.
I mean, they've already established it in the Rebel show? Like he showed up in that, right?
Yeah, he's been in Rebels. He has been the bane of freaking the existence of that young Jedi whose name escapes right now. Even though I play that Star Wars game every day.
And that's canon. I mean that's.
Oh yeah, the Rebels is canon. Yeah. Right. Grand Admiral Thrawn was introduced with great fanfare in season 3.
Yeah.
He tormented the crew of the Phoenix, and then in the finale of the Rebels show, what's his dumb name? The kid Jedi who's him and Thrawn get taken into hyperspace by a bunch of there's apparently certain aliens that these alien octopi, these alien squids. They can go to hyperspace.
Huh. Neat.
And so they all like latched onto a Grand Admiral Thrawn's Star Destroyer and took it in hyperspace, and we don't know where they are. The young Jedi and Grand Admiral Thrawn are lost somewhere
in space. So that's everyone's fan casting.
Maybe it took him a while to come back. Yeah, maybe it's this is his return.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll cast that kid too as an adult.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll be Old Man Thrawn.
Old Man Thrawn. There you go. It's kind of interesting. I mean. But I think they also announced, Dominic Monaghan? He's going to be in Star Wars too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The former Hobbit.
Yeah.
The Hobbit.
And I think Kerry Russell's going to be in it too. Like they're really just.
Wait, freaking JJ's just bringing in all his friends.
Pretty much.
He's bringing in all everybody he knows. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, especially Matt Smith. I mean, that's a cool crossover. I mean,
hey, Star Wars and Doctor Who. Yeah, what's going on?
It's happened before. We got into Doctor Who and the MCU, so
That's true. This is true. We have some Whovians in the MCU.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Matt Smith. Huh. Good for him.
And it's cool because we have no idea what it is, and so it's kind of interesting. The other thing I have no idea what's going on is that Joker movie, that Joaquin Phoenix movie. They cast Alec Baldwin to be Thomas Wayne.
Mm-hmm. And then today, didn't he announce he's not doing it?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it happened today. Like literally, I only saw the news of him quitting.
Oh, really?
He literally had just joined on Monday, announced it on Monday, right?
Yeah, it was announced on Monday,
and then apparently today he quit.
Huh?
He's already quit it.
Well, it still works because the fact that we're getting Thomas Wayne in a Joker movie, what is the story? Because I know that they're saying that it's loosely based on the Killing Joke, but I'm guessing the front half of the Killing Joke, before he was. I don't know. It's weird.
Before he was insane.
Yeah.
Maybe Thomas Wayne is involved.
Maybe. I mean, like.
He goes and it wasn't his wife dying or something. Oh no.
No, it was.
I don't recall correctly.
She, I think she was like a gambler or something, and then she owed this mom a bunch of money, and to make good on it, he had to do jobs with these gangsters.
He had to put on the red hood.
He put on the red hood, and then
the guy who got caught.
Yeah, and then something like she got killed anyway or something. Like, something happened to her. She got taken out anyways.
And that's when he went mad.
Yeah. So I don't know, like the fact that Thomas Wayne is gonna be like a big enough part that you're gonna cast it. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know.
And then they had casted Alec Baldwin.
Mm.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. All these all these DC movies they're all over the place.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Really are. I mean, like it's just because I was reading this article about how like in theory there's 3 Joker movies in the works. So there's the
Jared Leto
one, the Joaquin Phoenix one, and then like apparently Suicide Squad 2 is gonna be a Joker movie where he's gonna be the main bad guy.
But is he gonna still be Jared Leto in that one?
I assume. I mean,
because we still got the Martin Scorsese one.
isn't that the Joaquin Phoenix one? Oh, is that the Joaquin?
I think those are 2 separate projects.
Oh, that's confusing, man.
Because you had the Joaquin Phoenix one, you had the what you call it, Scorsese one, and then whatever.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad 2 is, because clearly Scorsese's not directed Suicide Squad 2.
Oh no, I don't think so.
We have 3 Jokers in the DC comic book universe. Probably we're gonna have 3 Jokers in the DC movie universe.
But it seems like it's like different eras, right? Because it's like if you're gonna, I don't know. I think the whole Thomas Wayne thing kind of threw me off. It's like
that's weird.
Because it's like he can't become the Joker without Batman unless they change all that. I mean,
hey, it's not real.
That's true.
It's not real.
It's not real. But I don't know. It just, yeah, I don't know. This whole DCU thing is confusing. But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure they'll make an announcement soon because we're getting because that Joker movie comes out next year, right? It's one of the no, wait a minute. Yeah, no, it is. Because
I know their calendar is totally fucked. Because there was supposed to be a Justice League 2 movie, and that movie just disappeared.
Yeah. No, but
their calendar is fucked.
Because I think they announced at Comic-Con in 2019 there's going to be 3 DC movies. And it's Shazam, Wonder Woman 2, and then a Joker movie. Because Aquaman comes out at the end of this year.
Yeah. Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Unknown.
Unknown.
I guess I'm guessing it's that Joaquin Phoenix one.
Yeah.
Because I know the Scorsese one has we haven't heard any news about that one.
Yeah, that's confusing, man. It's too many Joker movies, man.
Too many Joker movies.
Yeah,
I know. I don't want Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how. I'm willing to give Joaquin Phoenix a chance because we gave Heath Ledger a chance. He turned in a really amazing performance.
Yeah.
As long as we get good Joaquin Phoenix and not I'm pretending to be a rapper Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, that's true. You know who I always thought would be a cool Joker, just like on looks alone, and just it's Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Like he'd be a cool Joker.
Yeah, he has that kind of that bone structure to be a really good Joker. I think he could pull it off.
And it's not a good example, but like that movie was it The Village? Like he just plays like this crazy, like just psychotic dude, and it's like that's the Joker.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I believe it.
I think it just all depends on the interpretation of the Joker that we're gonna see.
Yeah, because it's all over the place.
But I still don't understand what the Jared Leto Joker was meant to do. Like I don't
have sex with the ground,
right?
Covered in bullets.
It was just it was so odd and just like
so forced.
Yeah. So I remember the one cool thing I thought when I saw those pictures, and I was thinking like, oh, they have to do it. He has like a smile tattooed to his hand, so I thought like, oh yeah, he's gonna cover someone's face. I'm like, that's freaking cool, and they never did it. They never did that.
Put a smile on that face of yours.
Yeah.
Instead of like his, like that.
But it would have been cool.
He like choke someone out. They're like, they're smiling as a dog. He's like muffling them.
That's like really creepy and just really like.
That would fit the brand. That would fit the Joker brand. And he, as he's like, look how happy they are as I'm choking them out.
But they didn't do it. So, oh wow.
Creativity is lost. Yeah. Creativity is lost.
So there's something we talked about a little bit on Monday. We got the name for the DC app. Not DC, the Disney app.
Disney app.
The Disney Play.
Disney Play, that's right.
And I've been reading on this thing, and it's pretty insane. Like, they're talking about how it's a press conference. They're talking about this is the future of Disney. Like, they're putting a lot into this thing.
So it'll fail spectacularly then.
Right. Well, because the thing is, like, everyone that's writing about it is talking about, oh, it's a Netflix killer, which I don't see that happening.
Nope. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nope. Like, I believe the phrase I said on Monday, there are just as many people who hate Disney as they love Disney.
Yeah.
So and everyone loves Netflix. So.
Yeah. And they started announcing some of the stuff that's going to be rolling out on this thing, and then, you know, they have that Star Wars show, which is going to cost $10 million an episode to make.
Madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
And then there's going to be like a Monsters Inc. TV show.
Animated.
Yeah.
CG animated.
And so then, you know, then they kind of tease that there's going to be a new Marvel series on there, which I'm kind of curious about.
Not produced by Netflix.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's probably going to end up being that New Warriors thing they've been trying to get off the ground for a while. Because I know there's a pilot, but then they couldn't find a network to take it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you can't find a network, make your own.
But see, the interesting theory is that so the thing is, like, those two X-Men movies that Fox was working on, they're up in limbo right now.
Perfect for Disney play.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to end up happening. I think because it feels, because especially the Phoenix one, it's supposed to come out in February. That's like a month before the Captain Marvel movie. Like, I just feel like they wouldn't do that to themselves. Like, they wouldn't, you know.
I'd like to think they learned their lesson
Yeah.
from Infinity War and Solo.
Yeah.
the cautionary tale of Solo, Star Wars story. You don't put a big movie out 2 weeks after another big movie and expect it to succeed.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because Deadpool 2 had 3 weeks later, and, you know, the R rating, and, you know, it's Deadpool. I feel like that skews to a different demographic.
So I feel like that's my theory on it, because apparently they're still doing reshoots on that movie. They're still doing reshoots.
So on the Dark Phoenix movie?
On the Dark Phoenix movie.
Yeah, that's totally going to end up on Disney Play.
I think it would make perfect sense, too, if you think about it, because they don't want it to overshadow, you know, their other movies or cause any, like, if that movie tanks, that's going to hurt, you know.
But if you put it on your app,
then people, you know.
No one will ever know if it failed.
Yeah.
Just like Bright on Netflix. Bum, bum.
But then on top of that, like, I think that'd be a cool selling point for that app. It's like, oh, that movie's in premiere on the app.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, as soon as you said it, I had a feeling that's exactly what they want to do. Where they take the New Mutants movie, take all these other projects that normally wouldn't merit. Like, maybe they could do it if they had the foresight. They would have saved that Inhumans thing, not did it in IMAX. That would have been something that they could do on their app.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I think down the line, we can see, like, the Great Lakes Avengers.
Yeah. Which would be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, for the nerdiest nerds, that would be hilarious.
Great Lakes Avengers, yeah. See, but the problem with that Inhumans thing was that they had a huge budget
for like 2 episodes.
But then they shot it like a TV show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you have that, it just doesn't work. Like, you know, it just, I don't know.
Yeah, that show was a failure in and of itself. But that's something, like, it obviously didn't work on the IMAX screen. It didn't work on TV, but it could work on, like, if Iron Fist had come out on television instead of Netflix, failure.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have gotten all the episodes. It would have been like, it would have suffered a fate of, like, a lot of TV shows where, like, you get a few episodes and then they kill it.
Yeah.
And you never know what occurred with it.
I think that's the cool thing about this streaming thing, is that you get it all in one shot. It just kind of gets it out of the way.
Yeah, it's out there, every single episode. Just like I watched that show Insatiable on Netflix. It's either you really love it or you really hate it. And I was just fascinated by it.
Yeah.
It's escalation. So, and it doesn't matter. Hey, it exists. You'll get your whole story. Whether or not it gets another season, that's you don't know. But like now, it gets a chance. Unlike the oldies where that old Kevin Smith Clerks cartoon.
You got 2 episodes.
You got 2 episodes, and that was it. They killed it.
Yeah.
It never had a chance.
And that was it Firefly? Or it was only on a couple episodes, right?
Yeah.
Before they killed it.
Yeah, that's exactly something that's good and fun as Firefly. I think that's the positive of your Netflix, of your Hulu, of these apps where they will give it a shot. They will put it all out there.
Yeah.
And let it live or die on its own merits, not by, you know, a metric, an archaic metric known as the Nielsen freaking rating system.
This is quick. I was being asked you. I think it was on Monday. I was thinking about this the other day. Was that you look at something like the CW? Now they showed the schedule for the CW, and like there's a night, I think it was like Friday nights, where they're gonna re-air things.
Oh really?
They're gonna re-air things from earlier in the week, and I was thinking about that. Like that wasn't really a thing before.
No.
And I'm thinking like, did we just have way more content back then, or?
No, there were way less options.
I guess I mean just.
No, because think about it. Like even when cable,
yeah.
like like when we were young, when cable, there was still only like 40 channels.
Yeah.
There's so many channels. There's way more content now. It's not good. No, because like, there was your shows. Yeah, because it was like 8 to 10, and then like it used to be 10 o'clock news. Now it's 11 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Because a lot of there's more content now, but just back then it was just they never like if they canceled a show like on ABC, they would never rerun. They rerun something else.
Yeah. But it's just weird though, like.
But this whole like we're saying this deliberate rerun where let's say if you missed Arrow or you missed Flash, they're gonna re-air it on Friday. That is something a little bit different.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's like if you missed it, it's gonna. Yeah, it's weird. Like I don't think that's ever been a thing before. I remember
not deliberately. Yeah. Like obviously they've used reruns to replace stuff that they've canceled.
Mm-hmm. But it's like it's gonna be on the schedule. Like that's just the Friday slot, and like it's like well, I mean.
And they're just gonna randomly re-air stuff.
I forgot. It was described as like I guess they were just gonna they're gonna re-air like.
People would get to vote to re-air. But isn't that the point of all these TV apps? Or are they changing the CW? I thought they had a CW app where if you miss a show, you can just go and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I think it's just like because they need to fill the spot. I mean, but it's weird because the CW this year they announced they're going into Sundays. Like Sundays, it's Sunday to Thursday is like new content.
Oh, really?
And then
so is one of the shows really moving to Sunday?
Yeah, Supergirl. So
Supergirl's permanently moving, so that's not just for the event.
That's gonna be that's
interesting.
But they're gonna do the same thing they did last year, where they're not gonna show all the shows at the same time. So I think you're gonna get like 3 shows, and then one's gonna go on hiatus. Then they'll bring in another show. I don't know. It's like this weird.
Because Black Lightning is like a hiatus show.
Yeah.
Legends is like a shorter show.
Yeah.
They don't go the entire season like Arrow or Flash.
Yeah. So it's just like, and personally, I didn't like that format last year because you'd have these big gaps, and then when it would come back, they didn't end it like on a mid-season finale or something like that. It would just kind of
just random.
It would just stop, and then like you wouldn't have it for like a couple months, and then when it came back, it was just like
business as usual.
Yeah, and it was really confusing,
Huh. That is quite weird, but that's the great thing with these on TV. Obviously, the over the air. That's why a lot of people are cutting the cord. A lot of people are getting away from it and watching stuff. Just binge it on Netflix, watch on Hulu. It's like you had subscribed to Hulu specifically for Runaways, but you ended up keeping it because it became more convenient for you than watching TV.
It's so much easier to watch TV because that's what I noticed in the last couple of years. There were shows that I would watch just because I was like, oh, it seems cool, whatever, right? And I stopped doing that. But with Hulu, it's easy because it's just like, it'll like, oh, that looks interesting. You just add it to your thing. And then you can even wait a couple of weeks.
Let a few episodes build up.
Yeah.
You obviously have time here. There's days here at Nostalgia Books and Comics where it's not necessarily busy, and you can just plow through the 4 or 5 hours of content
pretty much
very easily.
So it's just, we just changed the way, we talk about all the time. We just changed the way we watch TV now.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah,
we've said that many times on this show and our Monday night show where like before, if you missed an episode, you were fucked. Unless you set up your VCR to record it.
Yeah. See, because I think that's the coolest thing about it. Because I remember that as being younger, like you miss it, it's over. Like,
it's over. Like there was some shows would get reruns and some wouldn't.
Yeah.
Or you'd have to hope like, maybe when it goes into syndication in a few years, maybe you'll catch it again.
Right. See, I think that was the first time when we got cable. That's one thing I always loved about cable was that when they had original shows, they would show it at a certain time. They would show something else, and they would re-air it. Like
a TNT and like TV. Those Turner channels were really good about giving you multiple channels because they kind of treated it the East Coast as prime time there, and then West Coast prime time. They'd show it in each of the prime times. So it'd be like 7 o'clock Eastern, which is 5 o'clock Pacific. So if you happen to have it, you can watch it at 5 with all the East Coast people. Or if you missed it, watch it at 7, where the West Coast people are supposed to watch it.
Yeah.
Or 8 o'clock, or however that math works out.
Yeah. That was always cool. I mean, it was different,
It was funny because back then, I don't want to get into a Monday type topic, but like professional wrestling back in the day, it was both WWF and WCW. Because of that whole kind of like where they would replay stuff, you could watch both shows.
Oh.
You'd watch the East Coast show earlier on at 5, and then like at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock you watch the West Coast show.
There you go.
That way you can watch both without having to flip channels.
Yeah.
But that's how they do it. Like you said, like TNT, TBS, USA. They're like they'll do that. Where like they'll just re-air.
Yeah, it works, But
now it's not a problem anymore because you just stream whatever you want. You just pop on your app and watch it whenever you feel like.
It really is just that easy now, right?
We've become much lazier.
We have. We're this close to the floating chairs.
We are so close to floating chairs. Uber Eats bringing us our food. In my morning job, I see Instacart people now all the time coming to the supermarket and like just buying stuff for people. You just sit at home. Wally, the future of Wally is coming. We're gonna have to leave the planet to the robots.
That was bound to happen, right?
So let's talk about so today DC had their big presentation.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith, which good God on Instagram they were promoting the shit out of it all week long.
They've been pushing it.
Skinny Kevin Smith, giant head. His head didn't shrink, but the rest of his body did.
Yeah.
And Skinny Kevin Smith tells us all about the DC Universe app, and you got to watch most of it. I was at work.
I watched the whole
I was at my other job. You watched the whole thing. When I walked in earlier on, you had it on. The TV was still going because when I got to work. Around 5-ish, I saw it's going on. I had it on the car. I was listening to friggin' Kevin Smith, friggin' politely caress the hand of Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher. Yeah.
I'm like, Terry Hatcher, my Lois Lane. When I was a young man, that was my Lois Lane. No Margot Kidder. Terry Hatcher, Lois Lane.
Terry Hatcher.
Yes, Terry Hatcher. Mwah.
So one thing that people have been asking, and we finally got an answer to, it's launching September 15th.
September 15th.
It's
Apparently, Batman Day. I don't know if you guys, any of y'all knew that, but I did not know that.
Yeah, it's Batman Day.
Batman Day.
I think it's like a Saturday too.
I'll say right there, Ryan Tanaka on Facebook. Our kids will never know the patience it takes for VCR recording.
That's true. Right?
And knowing that you have to turn off the VCR to make it record because it had to turn itself on.
Yeah.
There you go. Great comment there, Ryan Tanaka.
Yeah,
Sorry I didn't get to it. I just realized, I don't have my phone because my phone's over there. Recording this on Twitch.
So September 15th, Batman Day. It's gonna launch with Batman the Animated Series in HD.
Oh.
And we're getting Batman Through the Dark Knight. So we're getting
all the Batman movies.
All the Batman movies.
So for those who enjoy torture porn, you can watch Batman Returns and Batman and Robin. Also, no Dark Knight Rises.
No Dark Knight Rises. I'm guessing that's the next wave or whatever that we're gonna get. It's gonna have Superman 1 through 3. So no Superman 4.
What? I don't get to watch the Nuclear Man? I don't get to watch Ducky Help Create the Nuclear Man? I'm almost disappointed.
No. I'm kind of disappointed.
That means we don't get
We're probably not getting Steel now.
Oh, no Steel! No Halle Berry Catwoman! Well, they'll give us time to set up the Patreon and GoFundMe.
There you go.
Pay Dre and Pete to suffer through all these old, terrible DC movies. Help us fundraise. Hello, Chanel on Twitch, not Facebook, like Twitch. Yeah, that laugh, the Dre laugh.
And so then, as far as TV shows go,
TV show,
we're getting 9 seasons of Super Friends.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Young Justice, the 2016 Titans show.
2016 Titans show.
Yeah, animated show. Did you ever see that one?
Huh.
It's really good. It's actually really good. It's basically what the Teen Titans Go became.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
The good one or the?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean 2006?
Yeah.
No, you said 16.
No, I said 6.
No, you said 16.
I said 6. It says 6 right there.
You said 16. That's why I was so thrown off. It's 2006. Okay, the good one where Slade was a giant asshole.
Yeah. So we're getting that show.
Ooh, I want to watch that one. Mm-hmm. I never got to see that one.
Then the Linda Carter Wonder Woman show.
Hell yes, Linda Carter Wonder Woman.
And then
nerds will be fapping everywhere.
And then Constantine. We're getting the first season of Constantine.
Kick ass.
We're getting the Birds of Prey TV show.
No way.
Yeah.
Helena Wayne.
Yeah.
The daughter of the Batman and the Catwoman.
And then what was it? And then like Lois and Clark were getting the whole thing.
Hell yes, Lois and Clark. Oh.
And so yeah, it's gonna be. I'm pretty excited. And then the anime stuff, they talked about like there's gonna be a couple of animated movies.
Like they showed Batman on the Red, like because during their live stream they kept going to the little commercials and showing interstitials of what they're gonna be.
So Batman the Red Hood, Batman the Dark Knight Returns, both volume 1 and 2.
Cool.
And then like the Wonder Woman animated movies, they showed a bunch of other stuff. Like Batman by Gaslight, the one that just came out recently.
Oh, see, like that's cool. See, that honestly would probably be like a big motivation for me because I used to always buy those animated films whenever they come out every, it used to be like every 3 months.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I remember like Batman Year One and friggin' Public Enemy, and Apocalypse, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's like cool. Like I can just do the thing.
Yeah.
with the app and be able to watch them there without having to go out and buy the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And I'll miss out on getting my little tiny 2-inch figure from Best Buy.
Yeah, exactly. And then what else did they talk about? Oh. And then there's gonna be this cool like encyclopedia section where you can look up characters and it gives you the rundown. And then apparently it's gonna be like a Wikipedia type section where you could actually add factoids.
But are they gonna let's see?
Yeah.
Are they gonna like manage it?
Hopefully, man.
Because I can kind of see it where like when stuff changes in the books, like when a writer does something to change it, then obviously some nerd's gonna run to change it as fast as they can onto like if all of a sudden Flash has 2 broken legs, run it in Batman not Batman in Flash number 58. Barry Allen breaks both his legs. Or in friggin' the new whatever the thing, Heroes in Crisis. Barry Wally West hangs himself.
Yeah.
You want to be able to edit that on the fly. Yeah. That way people can stay abreast. But like, Superman needs kryptonite condoms. Some asshole goes and puts Superman needs kryptonite condoms, or else he will kill Lois Lane with his shotgun blast.
Yeah. Someone's gonna try to put that in there.
Oh hell yeah! Well, enough idiots have watched Mallrats. Yeah. I mean, they inspired it. They had Kevin Smith doing the show.
This is true. But then they made a comment though that was kind of interesting, which like I'm surprised more people didn't jump on. There's gonna be a community page,
right,
where you can like chat and you can like it's you can post stuff.
Nerds finding nerds.
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
Nerdhookup.com.
They did say that it was gonna be moderated to the point where like if you start spewing hate speech, you're out.
Well, good.
Yeah, which I'm still surprised.
Unlike Twitter.
Yeah.
Unlike Facebook.
Yeah. Where you can just say whatever you want.
Say whatever you want. MAGA.
And so they're saying there's gonna be they could keep tabs on it. It's a private company thing, so I mean it makes sense.
It's not some publicly traded thing. It's a private held little app website, so they can moderate it. I'm sure people will speak to each other in code.
Yeah, but
can you put your Batmobile in my Batcave? Nerds hooking up with nerds.com.
But the coolest thing for me I saw was the comic reader. Seems really cool.
Really? Okay, and that's what I was curious about. That I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to just ask you these questions during the show. I figured, why ask you beforehand when I could just ask you during the show?
The comic reader looks really cool. I mean, they showed. It was kind of cool. It was kind of goofy. But they had like Greg Capullo, and he was at his house, like looking at it on his couch, right?
So he's looking at it on his TV.
On his TV. He's watching it on his TV, and he pulled up Batman #1, and they were showing like you can literally take a splash page, and you could just takes up the whole screen.
Huh.
And it's really high def, and it looked really good.
So all these artists need to watch out. They can't be leaving little mistakes out. Some assholes like go through them and like, oh look, you missed a spot here when you're making the color's off over here in the corner.
And so they announced too that when the app launches, there's gonna be about 2,500 books, and most of them are gonna be like key issues, first appearances.
Really?
Yeah. And they talked about like fan favorites, which was like I think they took a poll, and #1 was the freaking Batman getting his back broken.
Really, Nightfall.
Yeah.
Really?
No, not even Nightfall. That issue,
that issue.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I mean, I think I have that.
Yeah.
But.
But they showed that one. It was like #2 was Superman 75. That was Superman.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone was like, let's go to the 90. What's the third one? Green Lantern 50?
Right.
What's after that? Ollie getting blown up on a plane?
Right.
Wonder Woman going to freaking her Spanx and her freaking leather jacket, getting kicked out of Themyscira. What? I know the '90s are making this huge comeback, but the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Bunch of sadists, man.
Bunch of sadists. And then the one thing that it was funny because when all the promotion for this thing it didn't seem like it was gonna be this huge thing because it went long. It went a couple hours.
Yeah, I thought that was just gonna be like half an hour, hour tops. Yeah, that thing started around 5, and I got here like at 6:30. It went all the way to like 7.
Yeah, it kept going.
It just kept going. And even like Kevin Smith making jokes. Welcome to our 14th straight hour of doing this bullshit.
But when they were promoting it, they made it seem like they were just gonna announce this DC Daily show, which was gonna be daily news, or like we're gonna have daily segment. So basically, all the DC All Access people got moved over to this.
Yeah.
So they're on this thing.
And they added a few other people.
And they added John Barrowman.
John Barrowman. If you don't know John Barrowman by that name, you might know him better as Malcolm Merlyn from Arrow. Or if you're a different type of nerd, you know him as Captain Jack Harkness from Doctor Who.
Yeah, right. And he's going to be on this thing.
He's going to be on the show.
I
guess he has free time now that they've killed him twice.
Yeah.
I mean, they killed him on Arrow and they killed him on Legends, I presume, right?
Yeah. And then the other one was, you pointed out, was Sam Levine.
Sam the Man Levine. Oh, God. Regular moron on the Douglas Movies podcast. Movie trivia snob. He's going to be on that show?
He's going to be on that show.
Fuck.
He's going to be on
it.
And
then Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn Smith.
She's going to be on it.
She's going to be on it. So I guess they're going to probably just have a rotating...
I assume. I mean, like...
That's probably the easiest way to have daily content. Yeah. Just like you have one of these celebs, and then you have one of your peons, one of your DC All Access people, and they're going to banter back. I wonder how long this show's going to be, like 15, 20 minutes?
Well, how
much news, we said last week, how much news can you really come up with every day?
Well, you know what, the DC All Access, at one point, I think that they've slowed it down recently. At one point, it was pretty much daily, and it was about like good 10, 15 minutes.
So I guess we can presume it'll be like a 10, 15 minute, like...
And I feel like they're probably gonna do pre-recorded segments. They're probably gonna
ask fans. Here's some footage from the Toronto Comic Con. Yeah. Here's some from New York Comic Con or whatever. Hey, let's show some fans. What do you like about DC Universe? I like the toys.
And I
like turtles.
And they're gonna do a lot of stuff like I know towards the end or the last couple months, the DC All Access. They were visiting Dan DiDio in his office all the time.
Oh, really?
So there's probably gonna
boy! Get a lot of Dan! I don't have my hat! I don't have my shirt over so I can do my Dan DiDio cosplay! Good old Dan! I'm friends with him on Facebook! He can watch this!
So it's gonna
I'm gonna share this onto his page!
So it's gonna be a thing.
Dan he's a cartoon character. Yeah. Also the face of Bo.
Oh yeah, he was the face of Bo.
Kevin Jack Harkness.
Yeah, Jack Harkness.
We're gonna John Barrowman.
So yeah. So Titans.
Yeah,
it's premiering on
the show where they say fuck Batman.
Yeah, fuck Batman. It's premiering on October 12th.
October 12th, and we have some imagery here that we're gonna share here. We're gonna share on. Unfortunately, Twitch you can't see this, but. Look at that. We got Robin with a big R. He's a pirate.
And then we got, over here?
And then, who is that supposed to be Raven?
We got a little Raven.
So we got some Raven holding a doll and looking like she's about to murder everything
that
inside.
Looks really creepy, man.
Yeah, I don't like it. No, I was already like halfway out on this show. Yeah. That image makes me all the way out.
And then we got a little Beast Boy there.
Beast Boy, and a very comic accurate-esque costume. Yeah. I like it. A lot of white, a lot of red.
Yeah, looks really cool. Again, everyone complained that he wasn't all those like leaked photos that he wasn't green, but it's CG, right? They're gonna have to do it in post, right?
Yeah.
And this is the one everyone complains about.
Let's see the one that we complain about. Starfire.
Yeah.
She looks African American.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be like a person of color.
Yeah.
She's an alien of color. Well, how can anyone complain about this? As long as she's awesome, that's all that freaking matters.
It looks cool, especially I think, especially with the CG there, you get that fire effect.
Yeah, because her hair is supposed to go on forever. That's the thing with these I forgot how the fuck to say they're
Tamaranians.
Tamaranians. I was like, it's like an orange.
Yeah.
The Tamaranians. Their hair goes on forever. Like when she flies, just whoa! It's like like an ongoing burst of flame from her booty.
Yeah, and so they announced it's gonna actually premiere October 9th at New York Comic Con.
Okay, of course.
And they're gonna air the first episode there.
During I'm sure they're gonna do a DC Universe panel. Yeah. A DC panel.
And so we're getting October 12th, and then we're gonna get weekly episodes every Friday after that.
Hey, look at that! A show is happening weekly on an app.
Yeah,
that's fucking weird.
It's weird, right?
Holy shit! They're not just gonna like dump it all at once. Yeah. So here's take a big old dump, like a big old Titans dump. Binge watch it.
And then they're saying that I forgot what episode it was.
That means all those other shows are also gonna be like a weekly drop. Yeah. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, because they showed a clip for Young Justice, but they didn't say when it was gonna come out.
It's like later.
Yeah. Well, I
torment people.
I figure it's animated too, so it probably takes longer to.
Yeah, well, they've supposedly been working on it for a while.
It's been like 2 years.
Those poor Asian animators are like somewhere in Korea, like I have to finish all these cells or else I won't get food.
But yeah, they didn't announce when that was coming out. But the cool thing about that the Young Justice clip, it was a cool clip where it had like Nightwing breaking into this warehouse in Russia, and then he's talking to Oracle.
Nice.
So, but then they wouldn't. But they brought in the executive producers, and then Kenneth was trying to grill them on like, are we gonna see Oracle? And he's like, maybe it's not who you think it is.
Maybe it's not Barbara Gordon. Maybe it's someone else.
So, but then that's kind of interesting because remember the second season, we had Batgirl. Like Batgirl. Yeah. And so did something happen between?
Yeah. Did a certain white-faced psychotic sociopath shoot her in the guts?
Yeah. And so it's and they made reference to Bedlam, and then and then they made reference to Markovia.
Markovia.
So I mean,
time for some Geoforce action.
So I'm pretty excited about that. Because that show is probably one of the best DC
dude, Young Justice was like that's like top notch.
Yeah.
Like between just the art style and just the writing and the voice acting, that was just like we didn't deserve.
No, we really didn't. Because you know what it was? It's like it started off.
Didn't that show get canceled twice? I mean,
yeah.
Was it not supposed to come back for a second season? Then we got the second season, then they canceled it for sure. No. Like fuck you. No kids are buying these stupid toys that we made.
Because the thing is with that show, like it started off as like, oh, this is like everyone thought it was like a Teen Titans type of thing, and it was like, no, this is a DC Universe show.
It was a universe show. We had we delved into the worlds of magic. We delved into freaking into space and freaking Green Lanterns and freaking Apocalypse and New Gods and everything.
You had to really Superman had to deal with some awkward stuff and
it's like you're my clone. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like you're made from my DNA. I'm not your father. Whoosh. He was like super jerk. And, it was kind of awkward.
I love the fact that like Batman of all people was telling him like you need to be his father. Like you need to he needs you. Like
you need to right now. Yeah. Maybe season 3 we'll get Damian.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And then Superman like, yeah, what about you? Have you been a father? I already raised 2 of them. I've already raised 2 of them, Clark. I can raise a 3rd.
Yeah, right.
Batman is the Piccolo of freaking the DC universe. Right. I'll raise all the orphans.
All the orphans. But so good. And Jim Lee talked a little bit about Brendan Fraser being Robot Man, and he confirmed it's a dude in a suit, and that Brendan Fraser just gonna do the voice, but that Brendan Fraser wants to be the dude in the suit, and they're like, no, they're not.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, right.
We pay some terrible person to just sit there and die in the spandex. It's like, dude, but I haven't worked in a while. I want to work. Poor Brendan Fraser. He wants to do a good job. Yeah. He wants a regular job. Poor guy. The guy hasn't worked since Journey to the Center of the Earth. He got fired and replaced by The Rock.
Yeah.
Before The Rock was the current Rock.
Exactly. So, yeah. That's all. So they talked a little bit about there wasn't really too much more. There wasn't something we didn't already hear.
Right.
But it was just like they gave us dates.
So it was like 2 hours of masturbation.
Basically. A little bit. And we got the interview Terry Hatcher.
I got to listen to that interview. I wish I got to watch that interview. Creepy.
And we're getting that whole series.
Oh man.
Yeah. They showed a clip and I was like, oh man, I forgot how cheesy the show was.
I think they even said the part I got to listen to was like it was like moonlighting with superheroes.
Yeah.
because that's what was popular that like late 80s, early 90s. You had to have those sexual tension shows without sex.
The funny thing was, I remember reading this years ago. I think it was like Dean Cain or someone said in some interview that originally the show wasn't gonna have Superman in it.
Oh really? It was just gonna be Lois Lane.
It was gonna be Lois and Clark, and then she was gonna write about Superman and all the stuff he did. But we never saw.
And then we just see Dean Cain just show up, and be like, "Hey, so did you see what happened to Superman out there? Can't believe that."
Yeah, essentially that was the plan.
It's just him constantly coming in, buttoning up his shirt. And he'd leave, start unbuttoning. There's Superman outside. And there'd be like a radio. Outside, it's Superman.
That was originally the plan. Like, it was supposed to be like this romantic comedy, but they didn't want to have Superman in it. That's why, if you notice, between the pilot and then the first season, his costume drastically changes.
Because there was no costume.
There was no costume. They slapped that thing together.
Well, it looked like shit.
Yeah, because they were showing a clip in the pilot, and I totally forgot in the pilot, his ass is like that big. Dude, it's tiny, dude.
Really? Oh, man. I'm going to need to watch that. Oh, I'm going to go on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm going to fall into a YouTube hole.
Lois and Clark.
Lois and Clark. Oh, man. So I'm excited for this. I think I'm going to have to go sign up for it. I obviously need to sign up before the 50 so I can get my extra 3 months.
Yeah.
They're still doing that, or?
I think they're doing it up until like a week before, something like that.
So I guess I better go sign up tonight.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do it tonight, I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to miss out those extra, those free 3 months.
And you get to enter to win a trip to LA.
I know. I was so excited. Hey, I win a trip to LA? Cool. I'll just drive down the 134 to get my ass. Hey, that money you would have spent on that plane ticket, how about you just hand me that money? Let's just pretend I was going to fly in from New York and you just give me like a $700 plane ticket.
Yeah,
That's
right.
cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. Or just let me raid the DC office with some more extra swag and shit. I'll bring home a bunch of hardcovers.
There you go.
All right, let's get into some comics.
Should we start with that? Or should we end with that? I kind of want to do it all in one shot.
Let's do them all.
I haven't read that.
I perused one,
Yeah.
so we'll end with the one I actually read.
Okay.
All right, so obviously, like you said, this is the 5th week.
Yeah, so a lot of times studios like to do like really weird things. Like they'll dump out a bunch of one shots and
of course, Warner Brothers, DC, they control a lot of media. Unlike Marvel, the problem Marvel has, they don't control all of their media, but Warner Brothers controls everything that they have.
Looney Tunes, Hanna-Barbera,
all that stuff. So they keep doing these crazy crossovers. So we got the Joker. Now I kind of wish I'd read this one. The Joker and Daffy Duck. And you put two insane. I would imagine, are they both teaming up to go after Batman and Bugs? Batman and Bugs? That would be hilarious if that was the case. Oh man. Actually, the art's actually.
I think Brett Booth drew that.
Brett Booth, holy shit!
I think Brett Booth drew that issue.
Brett Booth drawing the Joker. He looks so 90s. So we have the Joker and Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
And then this one, I was very interested in this one. Because Gail Simone written Catwoman with Tweety and Sylvester. I was very interested in this one. Just gotta want to see like two cats teaming up to get that little. Get that little bud, Tweety bud.
Yeah.
And then this one, another. I'm surprised this didn't sell out.
Yeah.
This is Harley Quinn and the Gossamer, the monster from all the big hairy monster. That would always Marvin the Martian would control them, or like
Bugs Bunny would fuck with them.
Fuck with them. The Gossamer. I actually like the other cover. The other cover was like, where like, no, that's not a hot dog. The Gossamer's trying to eat an actual dog. And this is the Amanda Connor and Jim. This is the last work that they're doing for DC.
The last Harley Quinn story.
That's Harley Quinn story that they've done, and this is the one I actually read because I got very curious and I blew through it. Lex Luthor and Porky Pig.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think this would work, but it's pretty hilarious. It's a lot. It touches on a lot of real world things.
Yeah.
Where Porky goes broke from cryptocurrency. He created his own. It skyrocketed and then it failed. And Lex Luthor hires him, and then like Dr. Sivana is basically doing he's like being a pharma bro.
Yeah.
Turns out his male enhancement pill cured cancer. He was charging thousands of dollars for the pills. And then this whole thing, right? Lex Luthor hires Porky Pig, and Porky Pig is like working social media for Lex Corp. And it's just insane. It just ends with fucking, of course, Lex Luthor fucking over Porky Pig.
See, the one thing I always love about these books, like they did them last year,
They've done these a few times.
The freaking infamous "I'm More Fun Batman."
Yeah.
The one thing I always think about these books is they always have, your main weird story, and then you have an artist that comes in that's kind of more of a Looney Tunes style artist, and you kind of have them in that world.
Yeah, it's this one thing I don't like about some of these books are the realistic. Realistic Porky Pig is terrifying. Yeah. Realistic Daffy Duck is pretty weird. Oh, that's a really good thing. The cool thing that happens during this, like, Daffy Duck is fucking with Lex Luthor on Twitter. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah. As he would, right?
He trolls the shit out of Lex Luthor on Twitter. It's pretty great.
Oh man.
So of course, a typical 5th week fair.
Yeah.
Something unusual. So we had the Looney Tunes and DC crossovers, and I just realized there's a lot of villainy in this one because you had Catwoman and Lex Luthor and Harley Quinn and the Joker. It was all villains.
All villains, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah,
they've done the heroes before, so now we get this.
Yeah.
All right, so what is our fair this week? Well, what do we got this week on the menu?
There you go.
I'm thinking of the scene from Baby Driver where the cop is explaining all the fine cuts of pork. Holy shit, talking mushrooms. Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons. Game Over Talk Show. Hello, Game Over Talk Show. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. We got Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons. Oh boy, we even have a character sheet for Morty's character on the cover of this one. This looks hilarious. You know me. I'm a sucker for Rick and Morty. Yeah. So tell me about this.
So this it's a really weird concept. So Morty, he finds out that Dungeons and Dragons is popular, and
Rick, let's go play some Dungeons and Dragons, Rick.
And he not only is it popular, but like this one kid is the best Dungeons and Dragons player in his school, and he's getting laid. So Morty's like, I gotta learn how to play this Dungeons and Dragons.
Of course, because Morty's a young man. His motivation is to get little Morty some service. Right. So naturally, Rick, you know all this shit, don't you? No, Morty is kind of fucking nerdy.
So here's the best part, the big twist that you don't realize. He goes to ask Rick for help, and Rick is so happy because he loves Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh shit!
And he's like so proud of Morty that you're finally
embracing family heritage, son. Unlike your mother. I never played more Dungeons and Dragons. I'll happily play. I'm a fucking nerd. Of course I fucking love Dungeons and Dragons, Morty.
And so he tries to teach Morty how to play Dungeons and Dragons. Morty's not that smart. Right?
No, he's as dumb as Rick is smart.
So he has to come up with a super science way to really teach him how to do it. And then craziness ensues.
Of course, because it's Rick and Morty. Oh god, I'm gonna literally as soon as we finish this episode, I'm gonna sit and read that. I need more Rick and Morty in my life until we get season 4. Yeah. We got the little teaser for anime teaser for season 4. I have no idea what that has anything to do with the season, but hey, whatever. Rick and Morty season 4 is coming. So excitement, Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my god! All right, well, what else? Well, what fine cuts of comic book do we have on this very lean 5th week? Ooh, Scarlet. Wait a minute. Yeah. This is a Bendis book that has existed before, hasn't it? Is this a reprint or is this new story, content?
It's a new story.
Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Malise, Green Scarlet.
It's being described as Bendis described it as new reader friendly. So it's not a reboot, but it's
reboot. It's a remaster.
Yeah, it's a good jumping on point.
Scarlet.
Yeah, I never read any of his Scarlet run. I always thought I think I own them all.
Oh really?
Because I always liked that team.
In theory, you're like, I love this team.
Yeah,
it's great on Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly. And Maliev's art is awesome, especially for like gritty, like darker stuff like that.
Hell yeah!
But I never read it, and supposedly this is a good jumping on point, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
Well, Pete recommends Scarlet. Scarlet number 1 for those of you who want to get into if you want the non-Superman Bendis.
Yeah. That's basically what it is, right?
It's like, do you not want superheroes?
Yeah.
Do you want grittiness? The grit on grit.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Hunt for Wolverine. Dead End. Oh, Charles Soule. Mm-hmm. Did he make a good comic book souffle today or no? We got the Hunt for Wolverine. Dead Ends. I see a few. See an Avenger or two on the cover of this.
all those Hunt for Wolverine miniseries, they all come to convergence here.
Okay.
We finally, they all, basically all those teams come together and share their notes. Like, and we find out what they all learned.
Wolverine is in the library. He got killed by Colonel Mustard with the candlestick.
So they all give out what they learned. And then we basically find out there's this huge conspiracy that ties all those miniseries together.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the one thing that was trippy that, like, we didn't talk about last week, I didn't want to spoil it, but there was, I forgot what it was called. It was a Madripoor. It was a Mystery of Madripoor. That was one of the miniseries. Psylocke got reverted back to her old body.
Wait, so she's British again?
Yeah.
Revenge got her body back, or?
Something.
Because the original, the Asian, the hot, sexy Asian assassin body that Jim Lee loved to draw, and every other 90s artist loved to draw. I'm going to be honest. I loved to draw Psylocke when I was a shitty young artist. Now I'm just a mediocre artist. I haven't given her a crack in a while. But wow.
Yeah.
So she's now back to being British Betsy Braddock.
Yeah. So she's back to, And
so now we can imagine her with a British accent again.
Yeah. So, like, there's going to be a big change there, obviously. Like,
that is a huge change.
Because
have they been using her? Has she kind of been in the background and all? I feel like she's kind of fallen off the wayside. I feel like a lot of writers...
They used her a lot. There was that whole Uncanny X-Force. That was a big thing.
That's right. Her and Phantom X, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd forgotten about that. Bad fan. I have all those.
And then, like, here and there, like, after that, I think she got really popular because of those Uncanny X-Force books. Mm-hmm. And so then when...
they even put her in Days of Future... No, not Days of Apocalypse.
Yeah.
The Apocalypse movie. Olivia Munn playing her, but playing her kind of as a psychopath. Yeah. Not as the Psylocke assassin.
But, so it's really interesting that they're reverting her back. So I'm thinking, like, because that's the only reason she knew how to fight, right? Was because she was in that other body. So she's going to be... not gonna be able to do that anymore, right?
Not because of her. Before that, her powers were mostly just focused on I can make psychic butterflies come out of my eyes.
Yeah.
Psychic butterflies everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm British. My brother's Captain Britain.
Yeah. That's right, huh?
Yeah.
No. So
Brian Braddock.
So this the typical Marvel. This answers a lot of questions,
but also creates a lot of questions.
Yeah. So we. Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know where it's going.
Like, Wolverine's back, maybe.
Maybe he's back.
But
keep on buying to find out.
But see, the other thing, there was all these rumors that once the original Logan came back, we were getting rid of Old Man Logan. They were getting rid of him. So they announced recently the last arc. His book's getting canceled.
Oh, Old Man Logan?
Oh, yeah. And the last arc, they're changing the title to Dead Man Logan.
Oh, boo! Boo earns. Boo earns.
So, yeah. Seems like they're killing them off. I actually like Old Man Logan. I thought that was a cool character. For me, that's the reason why I don't understand why they brought back Wolverine. I thought it was cool that you had Old Man Logan, you had freaking...
Old Man Steve Rogers.
Old Man... Well, you had Old Man Logan and you had freaking, what's it called, X-23.
X-23 being Wolverine. She inherited the mantle, and I felt like she did a fine job. And we had the Honey Badger, which was fucking hilarious. Yeah. I actually did enjoy that.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I don't see the purpose of having another Wolverine. There's really no, but whatever, you know?
I what I did. They need him back because sales.
There you go.
Well, what else have we got here?
There you go. You're going to love this pun.
No. Whoever thought of this is fired. Fired, I say. Fired. I as a standing rule, whenever an incredibly bad pun occurs, the person responsible has to be fired. On the spot. Vietnam. Twitch, you can't read it because it's backwards. It's V-E apostrophe Nam. V-Nam. Our Facebook audience, you can read it forward. V-Nam. So what, are you telling me the symbiote was hanging out in Nam? There was a symbiote who managed to make its way down Quezon, down the Ho Chi Minh Trail? You're telling me there's some goddamn symbiotes? Is that why Victor Charlie won the war? Because they had some goddamn symbiotes? Symbiotes. Hey Fox, symbiotes. Symbiotic relationship. Symbiotes, not symbiotes. Symbiotes.
Yeah. Well, see, we actually sold out of it. There was another book that did it.
What?
Today was
sold out of
no. I have these. No.
Oh.
There was another Venom. This was Venom week.
Oh, fifth week is Venom week.
So, but this one actually ties into the main book.
Oh, really?
Where we find out that like the symbiote history is like way bigger than we realize.
Oh, we are just retconning like crazy.
Like it ties into like some Asgardian shit. It's pretty crazy.
Really?
Oh yeah. And they talk about how like on Earth there was this dragon, and it was basically a giant symbiote. Like it's pretty nuts. So this is the what do they like to call it? Like the secret history.
Oh my god! They sent the symbiotes to fucking Nam. What the fuck?
And you have it's really cool. It's like classic Nick Fury with Wolverine dealing with this nonsense, right?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I have to stop. I can't. We lost our Twitch viewer. Sorry, Twitch viewer. Oh god. Vietnam. Oh
yeah.
God, it hurts. Oh, give me another book. I can't with Vietnam.
All right, we'll go over here.
Exterminate. So this is weekly. Is this weekly or no?
It's every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I see a classic X-Men villain, Ahab.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get to see everyone is dressed up like the old one Phoenix in the 90s.
The Hound.
The Hound.
Yeah.
The Hound of Justice. So they're all hounded out, all the X-Men.
This book is pretty crazy, man. This book, like, the first one just kind of was like, holy shit. Like, it's like...
Right, because they were killing people.
Yeah, they killed off, like, it's been a couple weeks already. They killed, well, in the X-Men Blue book, do you remember there was that, when was it, like the 80s? When there was like a vampire storm?
Uh-huh.
So in the X-Men Blue, there was an alternate version of that vampire storm was part of the team. Mm-hmm. And it was Bloodstorm.
Bloodstorm. How 90s.
Yeah. Ahab killed her.
Oh shit, just ran through.
And then the main villain, right, killed Cable.
That's right. Yeah. Cable's dead.
Cable's dead.
They literally cut the cord in the Marvel Universe. I'm going to fire myself for that one. I'm fired. So, that just came out of the riff gun without me trying. Fuck. I need to stop myself.
And the Cable's dead. And whoever killed Cable is collecting the original X-Men. Remember the ones from the 60s that are...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are those our hounds here? Is this the original X-Men? Can I see a Cyclops? I see an Iceman. I see an Angel. It looks like a Beast. It looks like Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Looks like are the trapped in the Lost in Time X-Men.
But see, the thing is, there's someone trying to capture the Lost in Time X-Men, and Ahab's trying to kill them.
Oh, kill that person.
Yeah. So he's trying to kill the X-Men to stop them from this person from doing whatever they're gonna do.
I will save you by killing you.
And so the big reveal at the end of issue 1, the person capturing the young X-Men is young Cable.
I'm out. I'm out. Okay, go on.
Yeah.
Tell me less.
That's all.
All right. If you're an X-Men fan, good luck.
Yeah. But you know what's really cool? Like, it's kind of not really spoilerish, but like, so they're dealing with Cable's death in the beginning of this issue, and Kitty calls together all these X-Men to we have to come up with a plan. This and that. Freaking classic X-Force shows up, and they were like,
"What? Cannonball,
Shatterstar, Domino,
Barrel."
They show up.
Sunspot. Oh no, he's an Avenger.
Yeah. They show up and they're like, "We need to kill this guy. Whoever killed Cable, we gotta take him out."
You killed our father. He made us popular in the 90s. We went from shitty New Mutants to X-Force.
X-Force, yeah. And then I just noticed too, like I was doing the order for October. No, yeah, I think so.
They're on the cover of it.
Shatterstar's getting his own book.
No, I thought we had dealt with him in Deadpool 2. I thought it had been dealt with.
People like Shatterstar, I guess. I don't know, man.
People like Rob Liefeld too. I guess there's no accounting for taste.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a fun read though. Like, cause it's like you have these young X-Men having to deal with this shit, and like this is really great moment. I don't know if it was the first one or this one, where they never talked about it. And you're just like, holy shit. Where Cyclops, he's just like so disillusioned by everything, and he's like, we were raised to fight for peace between humans, and they go, here we are in the future, and then shit still hasn't happened.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, right?
Really.
No.
It's pretty fucked.
But it's a good read. I enjoy it. It's a fun one.
All right, well, what do we got left?
I accidentally grabbed that twice.
All right, so this will be our last book of the week. We're back to Edge of Spider-Geddon. A sequel to Spider-Verse. Mm-hmm. So we're dealing with Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, because I literally, as soon as I open this up, the first image I see, it's literally. Yeah. I want to start singing the Evangelion theme song. It's an Eva. It's an Evangelion. Mm-hmm. Whoever wrote this clearly loved anime in the 90s.
Well, this character originally appeared in the Spider-Verse, at the Edge of Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm. Manga edition?
It was
anime edition?
Written by Gerard Way.
Ah, okay.
The Gerard Way.
So we had a little bit of chemical romance there.
Yeah. It's kind of I haven't read this issue yet, but like the character from the original run was kind of interesting. Her whole thing was that her DNA unlocked this robot, and this robot they basically spliced it with a spider. So while she used the robot, she had spider powers.
And does it run out of power in 5 minutes? I'm just trying to see how deep they went into this stealing Evangelion. Hey, Spider Pig, friendly neighborhood Spider Pig. He's my favorite animal, who also happens to be a Spider Pig. Fucking Spider-Verse.
Yeah. So
we got Spider Pig and we got Neon Genesis Spider-Gellion.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Like it's setting up a lot of stuff. I still have no idea what this Edge is. This
Spider-Geddon, they're gonna kill them all.
Are they?
If you get in something, if you add something like Thor Ragnarok, they got rid of them.
That's true.
That was Ragnarok. That's Armageddon for freaking Asgard. You're from where? You're from what? You're from where? I'm Jeff Goldblum. I'm a little kinky.
So there you go.
If you get in something, man, I'm gonna get it on.
I'm gonna get it on.
So, as always, it's a fifth week. Come support your local comic shop. This is a rough week.
It's a rough week. Not a lot came out.
Not a lot came out. So come down. Buy a trade paperback. Buy some back issues. Support your local comic shop. If you are local to our area, come down and support Pete. If you're in the Los Angeles area, come down to San Gabriel. Yeah. Come to Nostalgic Books and Comics. Come buy a comic book from your local comic book. So people always talk about support small businesses. Here's a small businessman who runs a shop, runs a comic book convention, runs all sorts of things. Support this man. Let's say you're not local. Let's say our good friend Mike Kirksey, G-Son, you're in Erie, PA. Yeah. You can contact Pete through the Facebook page. You can go to facebook.com/nostalgic books and comics. If you go through there, if you're watching on Facebook, you can just click through the link, and you can contact Pete and order your comics that way. Any of these books this week or anything. Let's say there's a random Funko Pop that you really need, and Pete might have it in the glass case over here on the right side. You never know. If you really need a Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, there's one right there. If you want a Black Panther Chase Pop, I see it with my Ojos right here. And some other random pops. You never know.
You never know.
If the weird place, if your weird Funko Pop fetish needs to be scratched, Pete might have a Funko Pop for you, or any comic paraphernalia. Contact Pete. No. Reach out to him, and he might be able to help you out. It's not everything. He won't be able to get you midget pornography, but he would. No. Japanese pornography. I'm a monster. Nostalgic Books and Comics. Search for that on Facebook, Twitter @nostalgic_comics, or is it just Nostalgic Comics? Or
underscore comics.
Nostalgic_comics on Twitter and the Instaham.
Yeah.
You can always watch us every Wednesday night. We come to you live from this store, the Multiverse Comic Book Show, at 8:30 Pacific time. You can watch myself and Pete Molini. We've been doing it from the store here on Monday nights. Dre's Geek Philosophy, where we talk about all kinds of stuff. This past Monday was our most popular episode ever. Over 1,300 views. We normally average like 200-300. All of a sudden, just exploded an extra 1,000 views. People really want to hear me talk shit about the Matrix. Apparently. I guess every week we're going to talk about the Matrix. I don't know. Fluke, phenomenon, I do not know. But we're here every Monday night, regardless of how many people watch. Whether it's 100 or 1,000 people watching, we're here every Monday night doing Dre's Geek Philosophy. We talk about all sorts of stuff across the whole scope of nerddom. on Monday nights. And then throughout the week on Twitch and also on Facebook, I've been doing a lot more game streaming. Tuesday nights have been Rock Band nights. I actually got kicked off of Facebook last night because stupid Facebook thought that I was, streaming a video. I was streaming music. And I'm like, I am technically streaming music. I was doing Rock Band, goddammit! So there might be more streaming either Thursday night or Friday night, whichever night I deem worthy. I'm going to begin Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. For those of you who don't know, I don't like three-dimensional Zelda. I love 2D Zelda, but I hate 3D Zelda. So I'm going to try Breath of the Wild. It was on sale. I bought it, so I will begin streaming that. Yeah. That might happen tomorrow night. That might happen Wednesday night. Be sure to check it. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook, and you will get notified when that pops up. I might do some other stuff too. A lot more streaming, a lot more fun going on here on Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast Network. We're doing all kinds of stuff going on. Anything else you want to talk about, Pete? Is there no events coming up for Nostalgic Books, for the El Cape Escape Cape?
Not yet.
Stuff is in the works. Stuff is percolating.
Oh, wait, we're going to be at Long Beach Comic Con.
There we go. I knew something. So,
I forgot about that.
the East LA Comic Book Art and Pop Culture Expo, we will be tabling. We will be at the Long Beach Comic Con. It's the 10th anniversary of Long Beach Comic Con. Peter, I don't know if I'm going to... we'll see what my work schedule says.
Figure it out.
So some of us will be there. If I can get down there, I'm bringing the equipment, and we're going to do a live show from the Comic Con. If I can get my booty down there. If I can escape work for a few hours and get over to Long Beach. So... that's coming up soon.
That's next weekend.
Next weekend? Holy shit, that's next weekend. So Long Beach Comic Con, we'll be there representing the East LA Cape, the Pete's Comic Book Convention. Anything else?
No, I think
nope. All right, cool. So, for myself, sidekick Dre Cervantes, for your host, Pete Molini, this has been the Multiverse Comic Show, live from Nostalgic Books and Comics in San Diego, California. You guys have yourselves a good night.
Good night.